You know, because I don't really want to down any fighter that has accomplished more than I've accomplished.
Right.
You know, in the sport of boxing. But
you know, that's the thing that's interesting about you, man, because, you know, with all the flash, the Floyd Money Mayweather, this dude right here is really smart guy, man. You all don't know.
So Floyd Mayweather just dropped his bombshell reaction to the new Gervonta Davis versus Keyshawn Davis fight offer. And get this, he's not just shocked, he's jealous. Why? Because Gervonta Davis is reportedly in talks for a $100 million mega fight with Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, $100 million. Oh, but here's the kicker. This could be Gervonta's last fight ever. Tank wants to hang up his gloves and step out of the ring for good with a final fight. Let's break it all down. The boxing world was already fired up with rumors, but when Floyd Mayweather hit a podcast recently, his reaction to this $100 million offer was straight up priceless. Get this, Floyd, who spent his entire career chasing nine-figure paydays, hears that his former protege might just waltz into a $100 million deal like it's nothing.
I try to teach these fighters that becoming rich, you become rich. Wealth is something that is established to where wealth, when you get millions every month, you know, like myself, making millions.
Mayweather was visibly stunned. Man, $100 million for real? That's crazy, he said, shaking his head in disbelief. He even joked about how much harder he had to work to hit those kinds of numbers. I had to carry the sport on my back for years to get numbers like that. Now they're just throwing it at these young guys? The frustration was real.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
And can you blame him? Floyd was the original money man in boxing, and now Gervonta Davis, his one-time mentee, is stepping into the spotlight to potentially outdo him.
Yo, tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broke ass nigga. Out here scamming people.
Oh, you fancy.
Live right now.
Keyword the FANCY. Put out on our free Hits 97.3 app, or go to hits973.com. Whatever is easiest for you for your chance.
Come on.
So how's your relationship with Floyd though? Is he still part of your having heroes? No.
Floyd, I was going him. He always been like that. I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, Davis is already set to throw down with Lamont Roach on March 1st, 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and it's shaping up to be a banger. If you don't know, Roach has got a lot of heart and a WBA super featherweight title under his belt. This clash is basically a DMV showdown with two hometown heroes, and the stakes are high. Hear me out. While this fight is huge on its own, here's why it's even more important. It's potentially Gervonta's last stepping stone before retirement. Tank is looking to hang up the gloves this year, but not before going out with a bang. That's where Keyshawn Davis comes into play. Word on the street is that Tank's team is already in talks for the 100-matter mega fight with Keyshawn after his bout with Roach.
Hey, a world title. But also, we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Gervonta's strategy here is genius. He wants to close out his career by ticking every box, defend his lightweight title, take on a hungry challenger like Roach, and then secure his legacy with one final career-defining fight against Keyshawn. And let's be real, it's not just about the money, it's about making history.
Tank said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank's skills? Because they just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank's skills? Nah, nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I just go because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight. You know, I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular as Tank.
But don't sleep on Lamont Roach, though. The man has been grinding his whole life for an opportunity like this, and he's coming in hot, saying it's a dream come true to challenge Tank in front of his hometown crowd. Roach is bringing a lot of pride, passion, and that underdog energy, which could make this fight even more dangerous for Gervonta. Still, if Tank gets past Roach, the stage is set for the ultimate showdown with Keyshawn. A $100 fight and a chance to leave the sport on his own terms? That's the kind of story that only comes around once in a generation.
No, you and Tank, if that were to happen. No, you sparred with him, correct?
Yeah.
So you and Tank, if that were to happen.
I feel like me and Tank fight how it go would be like electrifying. Like, me and him are both mean, aggressive, bully. We bullies in the ring, you know, like, we bully the bullies. Right. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the type of fighter, I love to bully the bully. So if you got two fighters in there, mentalities is like that, it's gonna play out to be a great fight. And I'm just up for the challenge for real. And it's a Davis on Davis, like, it's gonna be a great promotion, you know. I feel like that fight could break numbers.
Gervonta's last fight alone generated massive pay-per-view numbers, and if fans know it's their last chance to see him fight, oh, you best believe they're paying top dollar for those tickets. Plus, throw in Keyshawn Davis, the Olympic silver medalist and rising star, and you've got the perfect recipe for a blockbuster. The fight would symbolize the passing of the torch, an established legend versus the hungry young lion. And let's not forget the promotion. Can you imagine the trash talk, the hype videos, the face-offs? This fight has all the ingredients to be an event we talk about for decades.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Now, back to Floyd. Is his jealousy real, or is this just Floyd being Floyd? Let's not forget, Mayweather has been notoriously protective of his legacy. In his mind, he's the ultimate pay-per-view king. For Gervonta to potentially outshine him, even if just for one fight, has to sting. During the podcast, Floyd couldn't help but draw comparisons. When I was coming up, I had to fight legends. De La Hoya, Canelo, Pacquiao. These young guys, they're just walking into these deals without the same grind. But here's the tea. Gervonta didn't just walk into this fight. He's been dominating his opponents, selling out arenas, and delivering highlight reel knockouts. The man has earned his moment.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
Still, Floyd's comments also hinted at some nostalgia. I taught Gervonta everything he knows, he said with a smirk, but not everything I know. Classic Floyd, giving credit while still keeping himself on the throne. Let's not forget, though, a 100-mailer comes with massive pressure. If this is really Gervonta's last fight, it's got to be perfect. No slip-ups, no controversial decisions. Fans are expecting an all-time classic.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's going. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. You heard him today. You seen what he said.
What he said?
Like, he said something like, he heard I've been slipping. You know what I mean?
He basically said, I heard you fell off and you were not having that.
Yeah.
Kid turned 30. How does it feel to turn 30? Oh, when I turned 30, I was like, damn, now I can't go to the club. I can't do this. What is it? How do you feel turning 30?
Like, when I do shit now, I be like, I'm 30. I don't supposed to be doing this. Like,
How would you compare your 20s to what you think your 30s will be like?
I just feel like I'm a little wiser now. So shit I was doing in my 20s, I wouldn't do in my 30s. Yeah. I feel like my 30s is more so like my calm and where so I chill and let my family, like my kid, I got kids now, so let them run buck wild and I check after them.
You think that will translate into the ring, like having that calm mindset?
That's why I don't want to box anymore. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though like I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. So
maybe not.
I feel as though because I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry.
And Keyshawn Davis, he's not coming to play around. Keyshawn may not have the resume Gervonta has, but his skill set and confidence are undeniable. This fight is his shot to catapult into superstardom. He's already talking big, saying he'll retire Tank on his way to becoming the next face of boxing.
Now, when it come to fighting this person, when it come to fighting that person, the only person that I'm calling out that I want to fight is Gervonta, man. Other than that, don't ask me to fight nobody, bro. I keep proving y'all wrong and wrong and wrong. And before I prove it to y'all, I say it first. Because I know what I'm about to do and what I'm about to become. Since the beginning, since I turned pro, I was talking junk to the undisputed champions of the world. I was saying things that actually transpired into the truth, bro. I'm the truth, bro. And y'all, it's so hard for y'all to realize that. It's because I'm so great that y'all not gonna love it until it's gone.
You stole the show. I know it's you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you after it said knock knock Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here and said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him. Come on now, if I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody wanna talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
Gervonta, on the other hand, has to deal with the weight of the moment. A farewell fight isn't just about winning. It's about creating a legacy that fans will remember forever. It's about walking away on top.
If he gets an opportunity, Tank has been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say?
You want me to verbatim? I can give the clean version.
Let me know, because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little end fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie, Tank gonna say what he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same shit.
And here's where things get spicy. Floyd's legacy is built on perfection. 50-0, untouchable in the ring, and the king of big money fights. But if Gervonta goes out with a 100-millimeter fight and a dominant win, does that start to overshadow Floyd's achievements? During the podcast, Floyd was quick to defend his legacy. No disrespect to Tank, but I'm the reason these fighters are getting these kinds of opportunities. I changed the game.
This was the most expensive boxing match in history that you might have forgotten about. The fight of the century between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao took place in May of 2015, and they racked in over $600 million, which is about how much the Super Bowl made that following season. ESPN reports Pacquiao made upwards of $150 million, and Mayweather made upwards of $250 million. That's about as much as the best basketball players in the world make in 5 years. It also had 4.6 million pay-per-views online, which is probably why Mayweather can afford to have this many watches.
True, Floyd did revolutionize the business side of boxing, but Gervonta's success also proves that the sport has moved on. Fans aren't just here for the money talk anymore. They want the knockouts, the drama, the personalities, and Gervonta delivers that in spades. Let's zoom out for a second. This fight isn't just about Gervonta or Keyshawn. It's about the future of boxing. If this 100-millimeter fight goes through, it sets a new standard for what's possible in the sport.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me, and I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Talks to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The is you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Think about it. A younger fighter like Keyshawn getting this kind of opportunity, it shows that boxing is evolving. It's no longer just about long-established legends. The new generation is here, and they're demanding a seat at the table and the paycheck to match.
That shit was fun, I ain't gonna lie, because I like a dude that ain't scared of me, too. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be scared. I ain't even sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know? They ain't scared of nothing. Cause niggas be scared. I ain't even sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there. You feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford. You feel me? Cause he a nigga. You know that nigga ain't Shakur. You know, they ain't scared of nothing. They ain't worried about nothing, and they can fight too. So when it came to Tank, you know, it was like that. You feel me? So. Yeah.
This fight could inspire more big money matchups. Imagine if young stars like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney start chasing 100-millimeter fights. The sport could hit a new golden era. So where does Floyd go from here? He's already hinted at a return to exhibition fights, but let's be real, it's not the same. Exhibition bouts may be fun, but they don't carry the same weight as a blockbuster like Gervonta versus Keyshawn. During the podcast, Floyd didn't rule out getting involved in the promotion of this fight, saying, if the numbers are right, maybe I'll be ringside. And honestly, Floyd being there would only add to the spectacle. But it's clear that Floyd is grappling with the reality of the sport moving on without him. Gervonta is no longer the young fighter under his wing. He's a global superstar carving out his own legacy.
If you're faced with both, early on in your career, if you get offered a world title or a money fight, you take probably the world title fight because you've got the money fights down the line, hopefully. But towards the end of your career, when all the romance is gone, you actually understand the sport for actually what it is. You've been done over a couple of times, you've had this fall through, The money is, it's all about the Benjamins, man.
I do need to ask you as well.
Of course, there's one big question. Will this fight even happen? $100 is a huge number, and the logistics of pulling off such a fight are complicated. Both fighters would need to agree to terms, and the promoters would have to find a way to make the numbers work. But the buzz is real. Fans want this fight. The fighters seem interested, and if the $100 offer is legit, it's hard to see anyone walking away from that kind of payday. If Gervonta Davis versus Keyshawn Davis goes down, it could be one of the biggest fights in boxing history. It's got everything. Two fighters at different points in their careers, a massive payday, and the added drama of Gervonta potentially retiring.
How I'm going, I'm trying to get so much out of this shit and get away from it. Like, I have a house on an island. Y'all won't see me again type shit. Like, that's how I'm trying to beat I'm trying to beat all this type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this too much longer. I don't even want the spotlight. Y'all can have it.
And Floyd? Well, whether he's ringside or watching from the sidelines, his reaction proves one thing. This fight is a game changer. What do you think? Will this fight live up to the hype? And is Floyd's jealousy justified? Or is he just salty that the new generation is taking over? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing drama and breakdowns.